I'm Mason Vandersea, and I'll be the mediator for today's session. I've been a mediator for 10 years now and have degrees from North Central College and University of Chicago Law School, and I'm a certified mediator in the state of Illinois. Many people are unfamiliar with the mediation process, so I just want to make sure that everybody knows what will occur during this session. My role as the mediator is to listen to both sides so that I can better understand the conflict and serve as an intermediary while you two work on finding a solution which will best suit both of you. I'm able to help formulate ideas, but in the end it'll be up to you two to find agreements and create a resolution to your conflict. This is a voluntary process and it's also confidential, so anything that we talk about in the room must stay here. And if you don't feel comfortable continuing, you are also able to leave the process if you would like. We'll begin the mediation process by having each party read an opening statement, which will go over their conflict with the other party. Then we'll move on to the portion that's focused on finding a solution. Both sides will be able to speak to each other and let the other party know what they want and need in order to resolve the conflict. Once both sides have agreed to a resolution, we'll then write out and sign a memorandum of understanding, which will give guidelines for what will happen after the mediation ends. Some standard guidelines for mediation include that only one party will be allowed to talk at a time and everyone else will listen, and that caucuses are allowed, which is a private meeting between one party and myself as the mediator. Are there any other guidelines that you two would like to establish today?
Nope.
All right. So we'll begin by having Thomas read his opening, or give his opening statement, as he's the party that's bringing the complaint today.
I am Thomas, a homeowner who lives near Alex, and I believe that his allowed parties are disruptive to my life and reflect poorly on the neighborhood in which I live. My job requires me to work during the day on weekends, which has led me to filing 11 complaints over the last 2 months for noise violations while you are attempting to sleep. Well, I am attempting to sleep and having unknown cars parked in my driveway. I know that this noise has caused me to lose sleep and has potentially cost me productivity at my job, which could lead to less opportunities for promotions and bonuses down the line. I am seeking some compensation for the continued noise disruptions, but I believe that a small percentage of tickets given in comparison to complaints filed will hurt my credibility in court. Therefore, I am trying to reach a settlement before litigation is necessary, even if it prevents me from receiving the exact amount of compensation I desire.
All right, so I believe what you've laid out is that you're looking for a conclusion to this dispute today, and that you've been bothered by Alex's parties and loud noise throughout the past 2 months, and that you filed complaints and are willing to move forward and look past your differences and resolve this today. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right. Alex, what would you like to say about this?
Well, I've been, part of this neighborhood for quite some time. I've been a neighbor to Thomas for quite some time. And I mean, these parties are just, part of who I am, they're part of my role in the neighborhood. I find it strikingly odd that, the only complaints are coming from Thomas, if I was really being so loud as to disturb other people within the neighborhood, I'd probably be getting other complaints from other people. But I'm only getting complaints from Thomas. 11 of those complaints to be exact. I have paid tickets. I've paid $650 worth of tickets, 2 tickets. So I have paid a significant amount of money. I'm just a low-end guy. I don't have a lot of money, so I have paid a significant amount. And I think, the other offenses were just these times where they believed that the noise complaint was just a little too much or something. But I don't know. I tell my party goers, not to be too loud, and and sometimes my friends park in areas where I don't tell them to park, and they park in the wrong driveway and they think it's the right house, and it's just a whole mess. I'm here, because I want to be a decent neighbor. I want to be, I think if there are grievances, we can fix them. but I don't really see where I've gone totally wrong. Yeah.
All right, so I think what you laid out today is that you believe that the only complaints have been filed by Thomas, and therefore your parties haven't been too out of control since he's the only one complaining, and that you're looking to move forward and help return the neighborhood to some sense of calmness and have less tension between the two of you. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right. So I think we're going to begin today by pointing out some of the major issues that each party has, and then deciding how we're going to address them moving forward. So, Alex, I'll let you go first this time. What issue would you like to see discussed today?
I guess appropriate level of noise, if that makes sense.
All right.
Yeah. So I don't accrue complaints that lead to tickets, that lead to loss of money.
All right. Any other issues you'd like to bring up?
I mean, whatever we can do to be better neighbors. If you want to come to the parties, if you want me to throw the parties on different days, something. I don't know. I mean, those are just possible solutions, I guess. But I guess, just better relationship between the two neighbors here, across the table, across the way.
All right. And any issues you'd like to address?
I would like to see compensation for my lost productivity and possible employment. I feel like had he not had his parties, had he not violated my rights to not be bothered, I think that I could have had a better career than I have right now. I have missed promotions because of his noise violations, and I would just like to see justice done.
All right. So I think our major 3 points that we're going to try to hit today are what level of noise would be appropriate in the neighborhood, how can the two of you become better neighbors through this process, and settling on some compensation. So are there any of these 3 that you feel we should address first, either side?
I mean, I guess we can go with the level of noise, because that's kind of where things start.
I guess we agree with that? Okay. We'll address that first, and then would you like to address how to become better neighbors or how to compensate second?
Let's go neighbors second. Finish with compensation.
Finish with compensation.
That all right with you?
How about we switch it? That way we can end on a happy note.
Okay.
End on a happy note.
I like that idea. All right. So our first topic is going to be what do we feel, or what do the two of you feel is an appropriate level of noise?
Yeah. So I mean, I play music at parties, and I have friends over. So I mean, we can kind of delve it down. I mean, what's the noise? Is it ruckus? Is it yelling? Is it what? I've never been told exactly what it is that kind of sets off as this is the too much. So what your
I would say specifically people outside after the party while they're walking to their cars or
as
while
they're
they're
walking to their
loitering.
cars. Okay.
Music I think is a little loud, but I can live with that because it's just a life.
Yes. Do you like the music I play? I mean, I can change the music.
Well, the music's fine.
Okay.
It's the people after the party.
Okay. Yeah. No. I can control that. I guess. I mean, I can get individual people to not, hang out. But again, those are things that are also somewhat out of my control.
They are in your control. They're your guests.
I know they're my guests, but as soon as they leave my house, I can't control, the actions of those individuals. I guess, it's hard for me to.
You can control if they come. You know who's going to be loud.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, no, I guess you're right. Yeah, I don't know though. I mean, sometimes people have a bad night. Sometimes you really just get angry about tripping on a crack or something on the driveway. Those things happen, and so you just kind of have to I don't know. I'll figure it. I think I can have some friends or something, and we'll kind of go through and we'll figure out who are the real noisemakers when it comes to outside. Do you think is it partially because parking is an issue? That they don't they're walking too far.
Noise.
Yeah. Is this parking part of the noise issue for you then? Like,
it's the people loitering.
Okay.
I don't care whether they're walking to your car or whether they're standing in your yard and smoking. There are loud people outside my house.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. So then, like, I'm giving here. Like, I'm gonna, figure out my friends who are. So what can you do to help? I mean, like, do you have soundproof walls or anything like that?
I'm not going to install soundproof walls on my house.
Or like a privacy fence or something?
I don't have to do that. It's my right to not have people bother me.
Yeah, you're right. But I mean, at the same time, like, other neighbors.
We don't have other neighbors. We are the primary homeowners on the street. We own most of the property in the neighborhood.
Yeah, but there are.
So there's not going to be other people complaining.
Yeah, but there are other neighbors, and I think what I'm saying here is that there are other neighbors, and like we have the opportunity, and like if you want, I can help you install privacy fence. Like that can be part of our like building better relationships. Like we can go 50-50 because it's because a fence would border on both of our properties. We can go like 50-50 on like a privacy fence and like set it up so it kind of dissipate the noise. Or if you don't like privacy fences, because I mean like I don't know, man, I'm all about the nature and all about the environment. We can do like a wall of trees. Have you ever like seen that? Like a tree wall? And like we could spend like a time like planting some trees, playing music, doing whatever, and that'll be like a good way to. And we can invite other neighbors over. We can make it like a community event or something. I don't but something where it's like it's not just me, but like we're also doing something together to like fix the problem.
That's fine with me. All I'm asking is that particularly rowdy guests, people that fall on cracks, people that are going to get arrested, have to go to the hospital. I'm just asking that these people be excluded from your parties.
Okay.
All right. So I think we're kind of coming to an impasse here on the guests. So I think we can look a little bit more into the suggestions that were made about the privacy fence or wall of trees or something like that, and how that would kind of block out some noise. What are your thoughts on that?
I'm not making additions to my home. I would not be completely opposed to a privacy fence or a wall of trees.
It would increase your property value. A nice wall of trees would increase your property value. It's a good home improvement, investment in real estate. Good for all.
So are you saying like you aren't willing yourself to put up the wall? Or
I didn't say that.
Okay, so you are willing to
I would
help
be
with
willing
putting up
to
the wall.
assist
Okay.
or pay for assistance.
All right. So I think, is there any what way would you like to split it, like between the two of you? Or?
I mean, because
I would go 50-50.
50-50 is both of
It's on
our
our
border.
All right. So I think we can put that down as a solution to build. Did you want to go with the privacy fence or the wall of trees? Or was there?
I would go trees, personally.
Go pine, oak, birch, pine.
Grows the fastest.
Okay, that's true. And then all year round, like it has like the carnivorous.
Exactly.
No, I don't know what it's called.
That was good.
Yeah, it's good. See, we're learning about each other already. And you're good with trees.
All right. So I think next we can talk a bit about we said the music wasn't really the issue, it's more the people. So I think we can talk more about Alex, what kinds of people do you invite, or how many are at a party?
I mean, I invite a good amount of people. I invite like 50 people, and maybe 20 show up, and they're never the same people. It's always a rotating, based upon my personal preferences. Like, if I want to have like a samba party, like a salsa party, I invite like my 50 favorite salsa friends. But then if I want to have like a tech rave, metal-y, rave kind of thing, I invite like my 50 rave friends. So I mean, like, I don't have like a set number of friends, but like I could like institute new rules, like, all right, like if you're outside of the house, you gotta be quiet. This is a neighborhood. There are people who need to work, like Thomas. and then you could have like and then like if people violate that, then like I can kind of like police it on my own, I guess. But I mean, like it's going to be a trial period. Like I can't guarantee you 100% success rate right away. But it's is that good enough, or you think?
All I'm asking is, people who have a history of being noisy, I would like those people to not be invited.
Yeah, I want to give them a chance though.
Oh, of course.
Like
people deserve second chances.
Yeah, like a second chance. But if they like come in and
if it's a habitual thing
Yeah.
with certain individuals,
Yeah.
then
No,
obviously there's a problem.
right, and if they like come in and like like break a glass or something, then like or like cause problems, like no, they can. We don't have to bring them back or something.
Okay, so is there any like specific criteria you two want to agree to on what it would take for somebody to not be allowed back?
What do you think the criteria is? I mean, like if I'm going to implement your criteria.
If I was to call you and say, this isn't every time you have a party, it is not an issue, right?
Okay, yeah. Well, not every time, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But if I was to call you and say the people in the yard were really loud last night and they woke me up, would you be able to identify the people that were making the most noise as the host of the party?
I don't think I could, based upon, I mean, like, I'll be honest here, I don't know where everyone is in my house at all times, especially when there's 20 people.
If I was to call you when the noise woke me up, would you be able to go outside? And
That I could do. Like post, probably not, but during the act, I could probably figure it out.
And you would be available?
Yeah.
Take my call?
Oh yeah. I mean, like for like the first trial period, then I can have my phone on me or whatever. Usually, I have my phone like connected to the music, so if you call to like stop the music, so it'll be like gotta stop the party and then fix the problem, then restart the party, or maybe even at that point, like depending on how the night goes, if my friends are being jerks, like I'll just stop the party or something. I mean, it'll be free flow.
So I think the two of you are kind of agreeing on setting up a system where Thomas is allowed to call Alex and report any problems as they're happening, so that you're able to identify the guests.
Yeah, that sounds like a solid plan.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you agree to that also?
Real nifty.
All right.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, so I think our next issue, are we ready to move on to the compensation then, or was there any more noise issues that we wanted to address?
I feel like I have a good understanding of what my expectation is from here forward in terms of my party goers, my party plan. So I feel good. I don't know. You feel good?
And I trust him to implement the policies that we've set forth.
All right, that's great to hear.
Nifty.
So now, moving on to the compensation for, I think you had mentioned lost bonuses and job promotions or something along those lines.
Correct. You want me to expand?
Yeah, any more in detail about what you're looking for or what you are, what you've lost, I guess.
Over the last 2 months was when I started filing the noise complaints. That's when it got even worse. Over the last 2 months, we have monthly bonuses, of which I have not been able to collect any because of my poor performance at work, based on my lack of sleep, which, as everyone knows, is one of the highest drivers of performance. Additionally, I have been passed up in opportunities for promotion because of that lost productivity, and I think that not only lost wages, but also lasting mental pain of those wages is due for compensation from this mediation.
Well, what do you do, Thomas? Are you in sales or something like that?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, what do you sell?
Sell tractors.
Tractors.
Yes.
Okay, I've got like a bunch of friends who really like they're into the whole like coal mining business and stuff, and they have like if you want, I mean, like in terms of compensation, like I know like I can't. I mean, I had to pay $650 in tickets. All right,
Is that a lot of money for you?
that is a lot of money for me.
Do you have a job?
I do have a job. I moonlight, believe it or not. I moonlight writing is what I do. I do freelance writing I work for individual companies, like my friends' companies. That's how I meet these people, man. Like I work for them freelance. I write little articles about the coal mining businesses, and then they kind of like help me out, like and give me more like writing. They pass me on to my friends. So I don't make a lot. Like I really do live paycheck by paycheck because I get paid, like individual project by individual project. So like $650 was a lot of money for me, man. Like that set me back. I couldn't go South by Southwest. I'm gonna have to like maybe not go to Tomorrowland or something now because the $650 is kind of a big deal for me. But no, like what I'm saying is like if you're in sales selling tractors and stuff, like I have a bunch of friends that can help you out with it. Like compensation's hard for me, but if you want, like I can compensate you with my network, if that makes sense.
You can't put a monetary value on a network.
I mean, I can put a monetary value on your ability to be like, okay, you could sell tractors to these individuals. You've been saying you lost work, right? Well, I can give you work.
So I believe you're looking to like connect him to your friends' companies. And
Yeah.
They might be interested in his products. Is there any sort of relationship already there between the companies? Do you know, or?
I mean, let's be honest here. I told all my friends about how you complain about me all the time. They never heard of you at all. All right, so they probably don't know about your company. Okay. So I mean, like, if I give you these contacts, I mean, these are extra clients that you can bring to your company. That sounds like That sounds pretty big. I mean, it's pretty big. Like, you can sell people, and like, I know you're lost out on bonuses maybe because of sleep deprivation, but maybe now is an opportunity where you have more outside work, and it'll show your bosses that you're taking initiative. And I provide that for you. That's a good way to do it. I mean, your boss don't have to know that I gave you contacts or whatever. But like that's the point, like. So if that'll work, I mean, because what I'm saying is I can't. I mean, what monetary value were you looking for in compensation? I mean, that's what
I would say $2,000 per bonus, so that's $4,000, and then an additional $2,000 in mental anguish.
Oh my gosh!
All right, so
$6,000.
So I believe we're looking at, you say $4,000
in missed bonuses,
which
I had a history of making until this noise problem started.
All right.
Yeah.
And then there was 2,000 in, what was it, mental
anguish.
Mental anguish.
Okay. Which is
all right.
Man, I got like $1,000 in a paperclip in my bank account, man. That's about all I have on me here. I can pay you okay, I paid $650 in tickets, right? Give me like a month and I can pay you $650 to match what I had in tickets.
Okay.
I mean, so at least I'm paying that. I'm not paying the cops. We don't want the cops to get $650 to get me. You know what I'm saying? So we really want just $650. I can give it to you. Okay, that can be part of the compensation. But at the same time, like I could also the contacts, I can give you that extra work. And as I said, because I'm a freelance writer, because I do this moonlight writing. If you need me to, I don't know, help your sales company any way I can, with your tractors, I can do a little research on articles and tractors, like a little bit of advertisement writing, whatever. And if you think that'll be the kind of compensation that you can get in order to get bonuses in the future or possibly get a better promotion, I can help provide you that. The only thing is I cannot provide you monetary cash because I am one poor kid. All right, like I fresh out of college, $60,000 student loan debt. I mean, English major. I mean, I didn't do anything with that. So that's what I can do. Is what's your take on that?
Well, to be quite frankly, I'm not interested in $650. I appreciate your thoughts of the networking contracting.
Yeah.
And prohibitively, I would be interested in that as part of the compensation. But I also have there's no way that I can be sure that I'm going to make any money off of that.
Yeah.
Or that these friends actually exist. Not that I don't believe you.
No. Yeah.
Notwithstanding, I would also like to assess that I'm not above an installment plan. I could do $650 a month for 10 months.
Ooh.
$6,000.
Look, I just, when you throw these numbers at me, $6,000, that's like, man, that is a hunk of money, okay? And that's a hunk of money.
Tell me about it. I'm the one that lost it.
Right. But I think, I'm like, I don't think I'm 100% culpable for a loss of bonus. Like a bonus isn't just a lack of sleep on one day. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't one day. It was 2 months. 11 times.
Yeah, like 11 times a lack of sleep doesn't account for the other.
If there's
If
there's 22 work days in a month, right?
Yeah.
And 6 times in those 22 work days, I've had a noise complaint filed.
Yeah, 6 out of 23. That's like
it's over 20%.
Well, I mean, like I'm saying, like I don't think